sound profound, but I don't know. I kind of already said it to myself a million times. I always say, don't chase happiness, chase peacefulness. Don't even. The fuck? The fuck is that? Shh! Don't tell nobody. It's a bench. Hello.
Turn it off!
Hi. Hey. It's me, your boy. Been a minute. Over a year. What? Almost 2 years. A year and a half. I don't know, but it's been a long time. Hey, how are you? I'll give you the brief version, and then I'll give you the long version with the story and everything. Brief version is, on this channel, I'm back to making videos, edited videos. I miss editing, and you're going to get all of the editing gameplays right here on this channel. Plus, I'm going to be streaming on this channel too. Like streaming when I'm playing, and on Twitch. And my other channel, my reaction channel, Senpai Yasu, will have all of my anime reactions, non-anime reactions, to movies and shows. That channel over there is for just chilling and experiencing stuff, maybe even music. Who knows? Nothing is concrete yet. You'll get a video over there every day, hopefully, and it's just there to chill. The edits you'll see over there are just from the live edits that I have in OBS. Other than that, you can go. That's the brief version. I'm back, and that's the schedule. Edited gameplays here, streams here, and reactions over at Senpai Yasu, all one word. The long version is buckle up. It's a long video. Buckle up. Like Jay says, buckle up. And here we go. You know, Jay from the Cub Scouts. No. All my life, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. You know, growing up watching PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Corey Kenshin, I wanted to be a YouTuber. At first, it was PewDiePie, and then Markiplier, and then down the road, Corey Kenshin. Um, I always wanted to help people out through my videos. I've always wanted to do charity streams as well and donate money. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. I always liked to edit. I always liked to be on camera. And who doesn't love to play some games? Like, you know what I mean? But throughout the years growing up in Iraq, I had unchecked OCD, which made me edit every video until I hated it. And that's what OCD did. What OCD did to me, it gave me no confidence in my videos, and the only way to my OCD made me think that the only way my videos were good or done is if I edit every second of them, and it didn't help is that I grew up in Iraq, you know, not a creative environment, nor friendly. I got bullied for 8 years straight. I failed high school twice. If you know anything about high schools in Iraq, a lot of failing happens, and a lot of repeat years happens. So growing up in that, and my channel not taking off, and me taking 20 hours for video, 6 hours, 8 hours, however long each video takes, which the answer is always forever too long. It made me hate editing. It made me hate making content. And if I had gotten views, that would be fine. That would have been my reward for all the hard work. But the reality was, I would get 40 views, 2 likes, and maybe 1 comment if I'm lucky. And that did not bode well for my mental health. Not even a little bit. So after I finished high school, I didn't know where to go from there. I moved from Iraq to Turkey, which that wasn't easy, and that was also really difficult for me to adjust. I'm not used to living in the big city. Growing up in, I wouldn't even say the countryside. I grew up in the barn. I grew up in a barn. I grew up in a litter. A shitty ass litter. And I always kind of been a loner. I've been alone in Iraq my whole life, or for like most of my life. And it made it also more difficult to adjust to try to learn a new language, which I still don't have. I don't have a driving license, and it's just all culminated into me being even more isolated. I was isolated in Iraq by myself, and in Turkey, with these new environments, I became even more isolated. And OCD slowly, throughout the years from Iraq to Turkey, started to take over. It wasn't just videos that my OCD hits, it was everything. I didn't want to see my family, I didn't want to talk to them, to the point where I didn't even see my family at all. I would wake up before they woke up, like here in Turkey. I would do everything and then go to my room and never see them again. To a certain extent, it was also them also getting involved in my private life, and then pushing me to do therapy and all that. They were doing a bit too much. And at that point in time, I had, since I started failing in Iraq in high school, I had everybody and their mom tell me how to live my life. And none of them knew me, really. Even close family and friends didn't really know me all that much. And they were still giving me advice on who I am and how to live. And it went from them trying to help and, oh, thank you for the gesture, to, hey, back away. You're doing too much. You're doing the opposites. Like the effects are having the what you're doing is having the opposite effects on me. So I isolated myself even more and more until I became so miserable that I literally did not recognize the man that I see in the mirror. And I know that sounds cringy or dramatic, but literally, I would stare at myself in the mirror and not know who the fuck I'm looking at. It is such a bizarre feeling to have an out of body experience, like all the time. Like, feels that I was living. It feels that I was living in the wrong body, and I was just sad and miserable the whole time. My OCD became worse and worse. I couldn't go into my room unless I showered, and I can't shower anytime. I can only shower in the morning, and if I shower, I better not smell any food or anything, because that bothers me, and it will stop me from showering. Not only if I smell anything, if I hear anybody talking, that will stop me from showering, and and there were days where I would spend all of my time sitting in the living room doing absolutely nothing. Dead ass. I would just watch YouTube and stare at a wall, because something small bothered me. I heard a word that bothered me. Someone mentioned somebody that I don't like, and that just ruined my whole day, and made me spend that day doing absolutely nothing. And again, when I say nothing, I really mean nothing. So it got pretty dark for me. It got pretty dark for me. And even like a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, 3 to 5 years ago, like I uploaded a video titled "I Need to Change" or something like that, where that was the tipping point where I started to wake up miserable every day, and I didn't know what to do with my life. I didn't know what to do creatively. I didn't know who I am, and it took me like 4 years to change, to be free again, to know who I am again. And like, here I am, free, actually happy. And for 4 years, I stopped myself from playing games, watching movies or shows, listening to music, interacting with anybody. It was miserable. And it was miserable before I wanted to change and while I was trying to change. Because of the unchecked OCD, where it was really going into every facet of my life. When I say every facet, I mean, again, I couldn't open doors sometimes. If I open a door, it needs to be opened in this way. If I talk to someone, I need to make sure that they understood me in this specific way. So I would hammer a subject like non-stop until they understood the same points that I've been telling them. It's just, I cannot hammer how OCD ruined my life, and I didn't know about it. I didn't know what mental health issues I had, and I didn't want to seek a therapist because of my family and friends always getting in my business. Every month, every 2 months, they would have like an intervention for me, and that really bothered me and pushed me away from them even more, to the point where they put me to the point where they put me, like, they were so afraid of me and for me that they put me in a psychiatric hospital for a whole month, and that is a whole other can of worms. But after that, things really turned around. Not because of the hospital, God no. Actually, the hospital just gave me trauma, just extra trauma, and English words. All it did was add more trauma to my illustrious collection of all of the fucked up things that I went through. But it's just, my relationship with my family turned around. My relationship with myself turned around. It was slowly turning around, but I was still struggling with OCD. I didn't know about it, and how to deal with it until about a year ago, where I first noticed that I had OCD. But again, it was really bad at that point, and my OCD was in every facet. And in this situation, it was telling me to relive my nightmares, my trauma over and over. Because no, we need to talk about them more. Like it turned my own self therapy that I was doing into a weapon against me. Like like make me relive everything over and over every day for hours, every day, to no end for years. I'm not joking when I say days, months, or years. This went on for way too long while I was reliving trauma. And it's just like my life was just miserable, and on top of everything, I stopped playing games, streaming, stopped doing anything that was fun at all. So at times I was doing nothing. At times I was doing nothing. Other times of my life I was barely doing anything. So might as well be nothing. I was barely streaming. I was barely making content. I didn't know what to do with the content, what direction to take my channel in, who was with me in my private life and on YouTube, who was still there to support me. What changed is the hospital made me talk to my family again. And open up to them about my struggles and everything. So it's like the hospital was. It's like I'm not happy about it. I'm either neutral on it or really pissed off about it. I'm never happy though. Like I always wanted to talk to my family and open up to them about my struggles, and also online. I've always wanted to get on here and open up about my mental health. But my OCD told me, hey, once you're done with me, then you can talk. Which again took forever. But the hospital was like, okay, y'all did this to me because it was out of nowhere. I wasn't privy to this. I wasn't privy to it. So out of nowhere, so because of it, I was like, okay, y'all want to talk? Let's talk. Let's talk about all the things that I went through, the things that y'all done to me, that I've done to myself. So after all that suffering and torturing for years, here I am, reincarnated, you know, Kendrick, no? Sorry. But I am a new me. I am literally a new person. I go back to my old videos, and I go back to my videos where I said I need to change, where I talk about my mental health and myself, and I don't recognize that person anymore. That was a different person, and that's a good thing, because like I still retain my old passion for YouTube, for all of this creatively. I still retain all of it, and I'm even more driven than ever before. But I am just in a new skin, just in a new life. It's a new chapter. I finally hit Super Saiyan. You know how if you ever, like I mentioned this once or twice, but in the past, not right now, I've always been looking for my Super Saiyan moments. And can't you tell that I am a huge Dragon Ball fan? In the past, I was looking for my Super Saiyan moments, my grand return, my grand moments, and I gave up on that idea. Like that's such a corny idea, but if I want to pinpoint a moment, it's now. I'm finally here, and I'll talk more about my mental health down the line. I would like to make a series and dive deep into traumas, mental health issues, life, and just what's going on in my head, and to hopefully heal me more, and to help people who are struggling, because I know I'm not the only one. Which at times it felt like I was the only one that was going through shit. But then I would go online and seeing some of these struggles that people are going for, and they're going in with something English, and in a fucked up way, it made me feel better. It made me feel that I'm not alone. Oh, they're going through horrible shit. Oh, I guess I'm not alone with what's going on with me, which again it will always a lot of the time feel like that I am alone. Other than that, thank you for listening. I know you're excited. I can tell it. You're very smirking. Stop it. I'm happy. I have finally, like, forget the whole Super Saiyan moment thing. I have finally achieved inner peace. I'm not fucking with you. It is what I wanted to reach this whole time. I always wanted to reach peace and not happiness. Happiness is temporary. You go up and down, which is fine. But peace, even when you're mad, sad, depressed, whatever your mood you're in, if you're peaceful, you'll always get through these things while being peaceful, while being one with yourself. And I'm happy that I reached my peace. Other than that, I rambled on long enough, and I will keep on rambling in future videos and in gameplay videos. I will never stop rambling. That's my word from me to you. And other than that, take care. Remember, gameplays here, streams here, and on Sensei Yasuo, one word, and on Senpai Yasuo, one word. All of the reaction goodness, just chilling over there. And that's about it. I'm back, baby, and I'm back for good, because I know what to do creatively, and my noggin is still healing. Like I'm not like 1,000%. Everything has been solved. I'm all good. Like I still have severe OCD. Like I'm still going through it, but I'm slowly healing. Slowly doing exposure therapy. Slowly, just trying to isolate my OCD, and mind my own business, and not let it affect me. Like it's been a constant battle. I'm losing sometimes and I'm winning sometimes, but lately I've been winning a lot more than I'm losing. So other than that, thank you for listening. I've been seeing your comments. Don't worry, I've been seeing your comments and I've been replying to them, and I've been hearting them. Thank you to everyone who stayed. Thank you to everyone who stayed since my $1,000 ad. I know some of y'all have been with me since then. Thank you. I love all of y'all. Mwah. And we're back. Take care, and it's been your boy Sensei Yasuo. It's time to live up to that name, Sensei Yasuo. It's not just a randomized name that I got because I was watching anime and I was like, I guess I'm changing my name. It's time to help people through mental health, through these videos, through like the gameplay videos, and through donations, through charity streams and all that. And you're not alone. If you want to talk to me, just comment, and I'm there for you. I'm all ears. I lied. I only got 2 ears, and that joke is not even for me. But we roll with it. But bye bye. Take care. I'm out. I'm out in 5,000.